And I might need to quickly do this because resin's about to cap. But sup everybody, my name is Crytek Emma. Welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. Who would have thought I'd stream this soon after the dev live stream on Friday? A best reset. Yeah, I didn't find out about this until literally this morning. I said, you know what, I'm gonna wait till my resin is close to cap and then I'll do it. So now I need to hurry up, prepare the thumbnail and all that while I'm here. And I hope you guys are doing good, chilling out over the weekend. I hope your weekend was, better than mine's, because nothing really happened on my end. But I have been finally watching the Alicization arc for Sword Art Online. And I gotta say, it is more than what I expected. My first time watching it, so I just wanted to mention that I've been currently watching it. Been watching it earlier today, still watching it. So just wanted to let you know. Quickly do this because I only got 6 minutes, probably under 6 minutes now before that final resin goes through. If I can quickly do Genshin Impact, and there we go. Quickly go into this. I don't have my build on Ganyu Mawika correct for me using Ganyu on field. I have her on her other build for support for the Mawika team, but that was because I might end up playing Mawika in the Abyss. I'm looking forward to this Abyss cycle when I actually try out Ian-san, so I wonder what's gonna happen. But either way, to quickly do this.
We're way behind schedule. No touching. This is long overdue.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Closing in.
Pyroclastic surge!
Okay. How you doing, homie? Let's go back and grab that other condensed before that actually resets. I didn't mean for it to be this close, but it ended up being close. All right. How the mic sounds since I'm doing everything kind of backwards. Usually I prepare all this, but I'm trying to rush this a little bit. Super excited. Still one more full week left before we, have some consecutive streams back to back. The thing that sucks though is I haven't prepared, special video for what I had said I would do in various other games and streams that I talked about with the recorded playthrough I've been doing. I just haven't been in the right mindset, so I've been trying to keep my mind chilled out. So that's why I've been, I talked about earlier, watching an anime that, you know, occupying me. I'm gonna continue to watch it later, so I might not even get around to uploading that on, on Monday, which sucks to say that, but it is what it is. This is gonna be quite lengthy because I went ahead and checked this event and everything is available now. I was gonna stream on Monday for this, but because of the Abyss reset, that's the only reason why I'm streaming today. It's this event I'm a little excited to do. A little bit. I'm debating on doing it after the Abyss, though. I'm feeling like doing the Abyss a bit sooner, only because it's not going to take us that long to do it. And then this part can be for whoever even sticks around with the stream, if anyone cares to do so. But this event I actually like doing. Nothing crazy. The event is a rerun of something that happened during Fontaine. It was an event that happened in Fontaine. It's Xavier, and it's a real ad adventure. It's an event where we go through scenarios and I edit a piece together from the scenario that are described in words throughout pictures that are given to me. It was a pretty cool event because it was very subtle, but I actually really liked it because when they would play out the scenario, we could see characters interact with each other. So we're gonna see that happen again. So I'm excited to see what characters even show up in the event. because even though we won't be able to hear their voice and see them conversate with each other, it's just something to keep in mind. Again, as other things, I'm still excited for next patch because it's nice to know that Ian's gonna have her voice back. But I wonder if that means that they'll have her voice for the finale of the Archon story quest, or do they do their recording separate? Or are they not gonna do it yet? It's something that's been on my mind lately, to be honest, because it hasn't been really talked about. Because when Raiden got her voice back in the most recent event with the Makawa Festival, that passed, for some reason, she doesn't have her voice in game about like what she talks about with Marika. When she talks about Marika, you don't hear her voice at all. Jean Lee's voice is still missing, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but
Born of
it's
ice and
just something that
frost,
bothers
all
me.
hail!
Rise with the sun.
Up and away! I'm going in! No touching!
Light it up.
I don't have her on the other build. A part of me wants to switch back to it though, because now it's taking me longer to clear. Oh well, it is what it is. I wonder if we'll get a clip soon this year or not. Probably next patch. Expect nothing now. Still no news on the drip marketing. I'm pretty sure they're not going to make us wait like a full week after the next patch starts again, are they? Or are they going to do it, which where I expect it to be, Monday tomorrow? Or Monday, like just before the patch goes live on Tuesday the next following week? Anyway, Yume Mizuki's birthday was yesterday. Or is that today? I think it's today. Anyways, that's interesting, I guess. But I want to hurry up with this stream so I can get back to watching my anime. And then I might try to perform my recorded video upload on Tuesday, but because I've been lacking so much on doing so, it might
Access denied.
still take me a
Direct
while because it really
Burn it
is
down.
going to be my longest
Target's
edit I
dream
think
work.
I've done for any video I've ever done. And it's something that
Light
kind of
up
like
the blazing
drives me crazy
sun.
to think about. We might not get anything today, and that's fine. It'll make me a little sad, but that's fine. It's something I wish I could have gotten a stream on reset for, next week, but I guess I can do it the day before the pass goes out because a lot of stuff is gonna happen.
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue. Going in! Up and away!
What?
Rev the engine.
How?
No touching.
That's actually ridiculous. I did not expect that to happen. Anyways. At this rate, I'd rather have freaking Seat Lolly instead of Bennett, and it probably would be able to, deal with Lalia's friendship, which looks like she just hit level 8 from what it sounded like, because I heard that sound. Yep. It sucks that you're going to be on the chopping block for a while, but I better get as much XP into her as I can, I suppose. But when I get Ian's son, I'm going to be playing her for a hot minute. I cannot wait for the team I'm going to end up playing with her. I've been hearing a lot of talks about how her kit works, and I gotta say, she's going to be the biggest change to Genshin that I
Rise with the
wanted
sun.
Marika to be.
Stand back. Pyroclastic surge.
Yep, I had a feeling that would work. Yeah, I need to do that rotation more, to be honest. actually, we don't need to do this extra run. Let's not do this extra run. Let's go back, grab the other four, run through it, and then we're gonna go straight to the abyss instead of skipping it since now that there's an abyss skip. If it wasn't for the abyss skip, I would have just said, yeah, I'm gonna go do the event and then do the abyss. But it doesn't really matter which order we do. Usually I'm like, the whole point of the stream is to do this, so I like doing it at the very last portion of the stream. But I'm pretty sure, even though I don't know what this abyss is about, because usually I find out just before I do the stream, like what the abyss is about. Because usually I'm always spoiled on it. 'Cause I hear a lot of people doing their clears and all that. But I haven't been spoiled on it, so I actually have no idea what this abyss is gonna be about. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably end up having a lot of Natlan mechanics in preparation for, you know, Veressa and Yensun. And I still cannot wait to play Yensun. Before I was like, I'm subtly interested in her because of her involvement in the Travol trailer that is the beginning of the game. Say, it's still crazy to me that a character existed for that long and we knew the character was gonna be because it was shown in that trailer years ago. Even if the design from the trailer is different, even freaking Sino's in that trailer. All before we ever went to those regions, and now we're all the way here 4 years later. It's crazy to me. And all we got is Snezhnaya, and I cannot wait for freaking Nagcry because of all the lore stuff. I just can't wait for that. Y'all are about to see another side of me that I never really showed because I don't like. I like reading the game stuff, but I don't try to look for the lore in the game because there's just too much to look at. A lot of lore is embedded in like the books that we collect in the game. A lot of it. It's quite interesting. I thought some of the books were just fairy tale type stuff, but like a lot of the books are said to be based on a true story, quote unquote, in game. If I may be so inclined to mention.
This is long overdue.
I'm going in!
We're waiting. Closing in. Born of ice and frost.
That kind of sucked.
Incinerate!
That really sucked 'cause I didn't have the Night Soul. I can't wait to try to get Mawika C1 one day, but I wonder if that will actually happen. The reason why I'm mentioning that is because I gotta be honest, I don't know what's gonna happen. Everything is still writing on whatever gets drip marketed. If Skirt gets drip marketed, I might be inclined to skip Shengyun to a point that whether or not I end up trying to 50-50 on a banner, if I get the character or not, that all depends on if the game wants to give it to me. If they don't, then I'm going to be in a situation where I will have my guarantee and then capturing Radiance. And still crazy to me to know that people had tested and found out that this does kind of mean we get a double guarantee in its own way. It's kind of funny if you think about it. So it'd be funny if I lose the 50-50 a third time. It's been a long time since I've lost more than once. So now that I've lost twice in a row, I don't know what's gonna happen. If I get catch race, it won't be the end of the world if it's early.
No touching. Glaze over.
But it's all again
Burn it
depends on
down! Teamwork is
what goes
dreamwork!
on.
Wrath from the skies!
It don't look like everything went through properly. I'm not that ambitious. Next time, I'll change the builds back because I forgot to switch it for this. But since I already prepared it for the Abyss, I might as well. because I haven't gotten tired of Moika playstyle surprisingly. Do I find her playstyle fun? I find it more fun than something like New Valent, even though I still don't regret pulling it.
I'm going in!
Up and away!
Incinerate! Full throttle!
Still weird that I can do that. Man, if it was like attack percent, I would have been interested. If it was HP percent, I would have been very interested in trying it. Damn shame. This is gonna be the only time I let this happen, like this obscured of build. I could change it, but I don't feel like changing it. Probably should change it though.
Access denied. For Rex Lapis.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Light of the blazing sun!
What in the fuck got me stopped there? What? I look forward to Genshin, man. I'm gonna be still like completely just utterly repeating this phrase until she comes out. I haven't been this excited for a character since Farina.
No touching. Glaze over.
It happened to be a character that was highly anticipated from the Trigger trailer.
Ilsegon.
Let's light it up!
Down. Alright, last one of the day. It's gonna be interesting when I get Ian Sun because the team I want to put her in, the team I want to put her in the most, even though I want to try this Moika team that people are like already talking about constructing Bennett and freaking. It's still kind of crazy to me to think about, but Ian Sun will end up replacing Shilna in my team, and I can give Shilna back to my Navia. It's something I'm kind of excited about as well. Something I keep thinking about also. It's just so many things I'm excited for, Ian's son that I'm grateful for, of course. But I forgot to turn it in. And it's gonna suck when I end up getting her, because then I won't be able to play this team again. I'll have to come back to it another time. I don't know if I want to leave Gangyu on this build though. Probably. I know the first thing I'm probably gonna end up doing friendship with will probably be Kanich. I want to come back to Kanich. I want to see what quote unquote type of spread team I can even construct, since she won't be able to keep the quick in order. But if I have a pyro character in the team, say Mawika, I put Center City on her, and she procs the reaction of burning or overload, which won't really happen very much. But then again, I don't know if I want to put Fish on the team, but at the same time, I don't know, because I feel like without Kenichi's burst, I don't know if I can maintain Cinder City, but I want to do double Cinder City because his is going to be one of the teams where having two characters with Cinder City would actually be beneficial to him. And I keep thinking about Al spread teams. I just genuinely think I'm
Wait.
going to see Al hit a number I didn't think he could in just traditional spread. I don't know if it'll be better than his quick boom tunes because of how I built it and pretty much how renowned it is because the consistency of hyper boom is very important. So I don't know. Hytham is quite strong though. I like the numbers I hit with him because I don't hit the same numbers other people that have a Hytham do. That's how strong my Hytham is. But I just keep thinking I'm gonna end up bringing Shionin back to my Navia so I can play my Navia more, and then slowly build her up for that triple crown I still haven't done yet. But for now, I need to find out what my next character I'm gonna pull for is gonna be, and I should say, albeit maybe the last person I pull for as a 5-star before I leave the region of Natlan, because since I don't bring in as much premiums as before, even though next patch will be an exception, we're gonna get a decent amount. I don't think I'm going to pull for another character till next region, just to be able to save enough for them. But Skirk and Shane are like the only two characters I want the most right now. For the upcoming characters, Skirk is the only one I'm thinking about with that new artifact set that's been talked about. And then there is Shane that's gonna come out next patch, and it all depends. Everything depends on her, man. Because Skirk ends up being the patch after, I'm only willing to try to 50-50. If I win it, then I probably won't be able to go any further. I don't know. I mean, technically, I would be able to go further if I win it. If I lose it, I might end up not being able to go further with it. So I guess there's that, I suppose. Yeah, I guess there's that. So I can't really put that down. Might have trying in some with her, even though I don't think it's going to be that possible since the way her attack buff works. Not a lot of character where I feel like it will be that beneficial. Even though I want Yensun for Cinder City, which will be easily possible with her in our Hatham teams, but the attack buff won't be that influential.
Whatever.
The one that I'm curious about that conflicts with me is that her involvement in a team with Mawika at the moment and Siloe keeps being talked about. And something about that worries me because I don't know how much obscure is she gonna be in practice. How much the rotation have to change? Not from a Wika specifically, because I
Access
think she's gonna
denied.
probably be the easiest to use
Let's
against
ride.
on. Unfortunately.
Let's finish this next.
Hey, Rez.
The tide rises.
The tide rises. Yeah. Let me stop. Ah! Don't hit my long end. Right. Okay. We are here. I mean, I could end up using Anubis. It is hard for me to slot this character though into a team, which I noticed many other people talked about. I still think she's really good for the game though. I just feel like her time to shine is very here and there because animal characters haven't had a time to shine. Oh right, I should probably get that, shouldn't I? No, let's go to Mondstadt. I'll grab that before I forget to. Homie, if you're still watching, how have you been? Haven't really heard from you in a while. Had a hectic storm yesterday.
Add ast.
Oh wait, what am I doing? Hold up.
Add ast.
Thank you for
Oh yeah, when did this reset? Yeah, it's gonna be 2 weeks, right? I did want to check something there. I always like check if someone played my character or not. 'Cause I know it's like one or two of my friends keep using my new Valent, but I just find it funny. So there is something to mention. Going back to, cause I changed my we could build back to a DPS build. Guys on a support, cause I still kind of want to play them. Cause I don't know how much longer I'll end up playing this particular team format. Cause now I'm wondering if replacing Shonen in the team where I play Mawika, Lolly, Ganyu, I wonder how much influence Ian-san's effective buff will end up affecting Mawika. Because the thing that sucks is that now I'm hearing a lot of people comparing not just both Bennett and
Oh, ow!
Ian-san together, but
Where'd
playing them
that
together
come
in the
from?
same team. And it's not like I didn't think about that. It's just there's not a lot of characters where I would want both attack buffers on them because there might be a separate team in the Abyss where I want to play that attack buffer. So saving Bennett for a separate team
Benny's
is
adventure
something I'm
team,
thinking
a
about more so than adding them together. Because one of the few characters have that I'll be able to do both. And Kanichi would be another, but I just don't want to play her on the circle, man. I feel like it's a little bit wasted, but not completely. It's just a little bit. But I felt like saying that. Also, I don't know if I want to change her build. The thing that sucks is the team I'm playing currently. Shannon is like a problem because as good of a character she is, I knew that deep down her biggest problem is her being Geo itself. It's good for Geo character, but in the team that I want to use her in, if I want to see Lily on Cinder City, I have to put her on a build I cannot do right now because I'm not willing to do it right now. Obviously, I could strip away my Jean Lee and put Arcade Petra on her, but I just don't want to do that. And then there is putting Lily back on the instructor build, which I was thinking about doing that until I ended up seeing the video from Jeff literally yesterday. A fucking 2 hour video about Yinsun and finding out that there might be a possibility where having two people in Center City might still be valuable, but obviously it's not perfect. And it was something I wanted to try with Seat Law, and I'm still thinking about it. The thing that sucks though is like in this team, I probably should still go back to the other build. That's the thing that sucks. I hate having to change this every time. If only I could just, if only, man. This one? It probably is. If only I can actually do my build properly. Wait, is it? I don't think it was the flower. I think the flower was the off piece. Yep, I was right. I love my Seat Lily so much. Um, yeah, I really wish that there was, what's it called? Loadouts. I really wish there was loadouts for artifacts so I didn't have to keep putting them around. At least I got used to like, putting onto a character and just equipping them, so it's not that big of a problem. It's just something that's stressing me out just a little bit. We have one of the rare, really good, energy build for this. I don't know about this though. I thought I would get Rise on this account. It really does suck that I got him on my second account, so maybe I'll end up doing a follow-up video on him later next week. I'm thinking it might be my only chance to do it. 'Cause I might not do it at all next patch, so I don't know yet. I'll figure that out when I get to that. But yeah, this is my Sweet Lily build. But I feel like there was more to this build, where I would usually have a little bit more EM than this, and I'm pretty sure there is. It probably with this. What? Doesn't matter. Yeah, better feather in the future. forgot about that. Should probably try that. Could you please double crit for me? Nope. Well, mm, actually, there's a reason to raise this, actually. Um, keep forgetting Yansan wants attack. If it gives enough ER with that crit rate set, I might use that as a default. Since last time I went and prepared a character to just hold the artifacts. Ah, I have that on right. I need to drink water, my throat is dry. I might have to do a different off piece if I end up doing that sans, but I have to try this. Imagine this gives only crit rate, but I doubt it. Haven't been that lucky in a long time after all. That's the worst I could have done. Crit rate or ER, or all stats, making the flat much worse to look at. Okay. Worst part is I can't switch those two out. So my only option would be the attack goblin, which could be the saving grace. Since it sucks to find out so late that I know I saved this for Shingen, but I don't know if I'll even be able to use this goblet for her. If I do end up being able to go for her, my biggest problem is that I'm gonna have to immediately, right away, when the pass goes live, probably use my resin to farm VV again. Because I don't want to have myself take away her artifacts. I just don't feel like doing that. That'll be annoying. So I need to like replace a lot of these pieces for this particular character. For Shingen, I mean, yeah. I don't know if this is really better though to do this. In a way it is. In a way it isn't. Hold on. Obviously, it won't be over 70, but I would gain ER. Mm, I just really value that Sans, you know? I really value this Sans a lot, and it has perfect subs that even Ian-san would just take every set. The flat attack is still useful. If I could change that HP percent to flat attack, it'd probably be better, but tag up is definitely an issue. Makes me want to try all of these pieces just to see if I can get ER on some of these or something. It just feels like such a waste to do that. But I'm thinking about it again. It just doesn't feel worth though. So I don't know. I might have to just figure this out when I get her.
Huh?
Then, cause I don't know. The
Hmm.
circlet,
Ta-da!
flower, feather. Feather's harder to replace.
Fine.
I mean, I have an option with this. If I one day don't want to use like the other options of pieces that I have, but definitely doesn't sit well with me the more I think about it. At least I have a reason to keep this for now though. But part of me wants to get rid of it because, you know, it's just going to sit there on my account for a while. I feel conflicted about this crit rate circlet because now I'm wondering if there's going to be another Cinder City holder I have to give it to. I'm kind of hoping not because I swear if I have to do this again, this is going to be frustrating. So maybe I'll hold on to that circlet for now. Which doesn't give me options for what I want to do. I have these and some of these I'm going to end up tossing next patch. which I'm not looking forward to that. So I had to get rid of this as one of my pieces for the going to Nahida build. Well, since I already got rid of the other piece, I might as well get rid of that. I'm gonna use this whenever I either craft my goblet or just not. I still don't know yet. Still debating on whether I want to craft my goblet. This actually just straight up depends on the drip marketing. I probably shouldn't do that, but a part of me deep down wants to believe that Skirk is gonna be cryo, and it'll be worth farming that other artifact set when the time comes. All the other pieces can just be fed. But man, after the next patch, I'm gonna be struggling with like artifacts that are leveled if I don't get anything. That's something I think about. I don't know if I want to try that piece though. I think I'll just leave it at that. Wasted enough time. I'm debating on just hoarding these since there's just no reason to open these. I like opening these though. There's such a benefit to doing it now. This is just a nice build up since I don't end up getting new characters often, even if I, still had Welkin. So Shockwave. Oh, for plunging attacks, right. So this is gonna be it's definitely gonna be the Abyss for Varessa. Makes sense. All characters gain 75% electro damage bonus. Makes sense. Oh, what the fuck is that first half, huh? Okay, Warriors and Veteran Operative and Wind Operative. Frost and Wind. First half just. Oh. Oh. That's a local legend on the second half. Rest is probably better on the second half if people, whenever people get her, of course, because she's not out yet, of course. Well, I could have fun playing a different character. I'm kind of thinking about it, but for the electro, damage bonus thing, there isn't many characters that can benefit from that, which is funny to me, that I own. Because if I played Redden, she would benefit. If I played Cutching, she would probably benefit, so maybe I use her. But this thing wants plunge and the Geo Shield as well, I'm pretty sure. So I might just play D-Luke on the second half. I'm thinking. Hmm. It's kind of funny, but I guess I can do this team. I was gonna play Mawika, but now it's like if I do now, what type of team am I playing? I'd have to put her on Center City, which I don't feel like doing. So, my only option would be Navia, which I could have done Navi on the second half instead. Now I think about it, I'm thinking about that again. Because it's not like this is going to be hard to do this Abyss. I'm doubting that. No, I'm going to do that. I want to play Navi. Okay. First half. Do this. Oh, I meant to put. Uh, that was a greater time to do that than ever. I usually forget to. I could play Duke on the first, so it's not like I can't clear. It sucks that I still don't know. Everything depends on a drip marking, man. If I can't get to play Dilute Plunge traditional with like the Shengyun team, then it is what it is. It just sucks that the team I plan to play Diluc in is definitely not going to be his best team because I refuse to see 6 Bennett on my main account since I got him on my second. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy whenever I do get Shingy one day.
Fulfill our pact. You two. Time.
Ways to the wicked. Yeah.
For Rex Lapis, born of ice and frost.
Yeah.
Where are you going, brother?
Access denied.
Eat Lolline. Eat Papa. Get.
All hail.
Oh, wait, there's only 2 of them.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
You know, I'll just do this. There you go. It's so funny, after all this time, I still enjoy playing Diluc.
Let's get down to business.
Let the world come on fire. Let the mountains vein boil. Quietly now. Here comes the catch. That's fun. Hey there. Coming at ya. Attack! Let lightning echoing song. Hear the echoes of the valley. Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Hiya! Coming at ya.
It's stuff that I don't like the double pyro, even if it's like Navia's ceiling. Every time I play the double hydro, it just feels so much more fun to play. Feels too damn good. Stuff that Navia could be doing more damage with like Mawika's weapon in this team, and if I had, you know, Elegy at the end on her, but it sucks that Venti finally coming back, and my plan to get Elegy or a second Elegy one day is just not gonna happen. So it's gonna be a while before I can get that.
No touching. For Rex Lapis.
I went to a phase, I guess it's fine.
Show no mercy. Suffer the rip.
Dawn, break forth.
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
I'm going in. Get to work.
Race to the wicked.
Feels good when I see Diluc just hit a 200k. Sea Light makes it just a bit more possible to do it. And obviously, this isn't like super good or anything, but it's just really nice to just see, you know, my characters do good damage.
Don't mind if I do.
Fire! Letting brave names echo. Here comes the catch. Watch out! Proper send-up! Let lightning echoing song!
Okay,
Hear the echoes of the valley!
that can't hit.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Did I do no damage? That was weird. Did like one of my cannon shots just not do any damage? Or was that like a register thing? Because I felt like my hit connected, but I saw no numbers. That's weird. Okay.
Everybody stand! Fulfill our pact!
Surprised I missed that.
I'm going in!
All hail!
Show no mercy! You two!
Dodge! Break form!
I don't know why. I just find it satisfying doing that with Diluc. Even if it's like not really like good damage. Obviously, this team is gonna end up reaching a stopgap against the right enemy. But there's some abyss that can eventually play the Diluc in.
Strike a
Oh
pose!
right.
Watch out! Ah! And fire! Let the world collide!
When great names echo! Bring it! Busted. Here comes the catch.
Watch out! Ha! Ah!
It's something I want to try and not the Navia plunge if I can get Shingyun, but I guess it is what it is. Anyways, next one, first half and second half bonuses. Ooh. Characters elemental skill hydro damage is increased by 75%, and then plunging attack damage is increased by 75% in the other half. What the? Oh, oh. Lecter. I don't like that Wyab. What the fuck? I can't even weak a first half. That's damn near not gonna be a thing. But that Wyab might be a problem depending on if he's like the second half portion or not. Perpetual Mechanical Rain and the Matrix Overseer Network. Uh, what the fuck? Can I even do this? Second, I'm gonna need a very specific team because he's gonna be a problem. Cause you need Electro, but then I need somebody to be able to climb the pillar if I'm fighting the Secret Source Automaton at the end. And then the first half definitely needs Hydro because obviously first half Hydro damage bonus characters do more damage, which you already know what that means. Shadowstone Breacher Primus. Oh god. I kind of have an idea. Obviously, I could just use my new blend. Such that a part of me wants to use Navia, but the Emperor Fire Iron wants a lot of Hydro. So it makes me wonder if it's even worth using Nuvolent. I could use Nuvolent. Obviously, it's not like it's going to be impossible, but the Shadowstone Breacher Primus might be a problem. In the second half, I want to have a team to deal with that. I could try to make Mawika one-shot the second half boss, because it's not going to be impossible. It's just going to be annoying if I can't like actually one-shot it. It's something I'm thinking about. Like I said, I'm just gonna end up playing this team. Not this. Since I won't have the plunging damage bonus, it's just gonna be up to me to figure out what I'm going to do next. As for the first half, I feel like Nuva is definitely the angle, but I don't want to play Nuva. But at the same time, I feel like if I do anything else, then what would it be? I could do double Hydro Navia, but depending on where that Vibe appears is going to be an issue. Because since I'm doing the second team, the way that I have that team built, you know, not using Bennett in that team to free up Shonen kind of sucks. I would say I'll try Hyper Room, but that. Imagine if both of the Electors are out at the same time, both Electric and Pyro. That's gonna make it more stressful, to be honest. Because then I'm probably gonna need like some kind of like combination of Pyro and Hydro, which I do have a team for that. Not one that I want to use, but I do have an idea of using a team with Huto if I wanted to, even though that would be very hard to deal with, but the other two it probably wouldn't be as bad. I could also do this as like a counter, or of course this, which I have no idea how this thing's gonna function, because obviously I'd have to free up one of the two for a healer. Probably do something like this, which I'm thinking about doing. I wonder if I'm gonna have enough Hydra for that, because they could very well have overtuned that boss. Something that worries me. I wonder if like Mono Hydro Kokomi team could work in here as well. Or do a Taser team. I feel like a Taser team would be pretty good on the first half, I feel like. I just don't know about this first chamber. Cause like seeing the Electro and the Pyro Elector is not, it's no bueno, dude. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Could just do double Hydro Navia. It's so tempting to do it. And I could just use my Gene. But I'm gonna try this. See what happens. Let's see. Sure.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember,
Nice and spicy.
bow your head.
Oh right, Nula can just bypass that.
The tide is beckoning. Mind the side effect.
Stop that! Let mine and echo in song.
Settle down.
Shall set you free.
Be sanctified. Seems like an emergency. An oversight on my part.
Find you. The door is open unto you.
Shit!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Shit! Fuck!
Silence. Mind the side effect. Settle down.
Damn it. If I used Freena's burst earlier, I probably could have cleared that better. So I was worried they did put the freaking Y up at the end. That would be so freaking disheartening. If people were trying to like funnel their energy and then he just appears at the end like that.
Care for a dance? Dance with me!
Access denied. Glaze over.
Be a good audience, won't you?
Lolling. Eat Papa. Pyroclastic surge.
I'm the curtain. Falls.
No touching. All hail.
Suffer the wrath of Eastleaf. Light of the blazing sun.
Surprisingly, I don't get tired of her ultimate, even though, I still think she is a problem for the game, the way her damage profile is. Because, if I played that perfectly, I probably wouldn't have needed to use her burst a second time for that. Attack again. I'll do it again. Why not? We got ponies. What?
Remember, health comes first.
Nice and spicy.
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Eat this! Let my name echo in song!
Seems like an emergency.
Yoo-hoo!
The time is beckoning.
Surprise him! Kuba, get them!
A bitter pill to swallow.
Strike a pose! Time to shine! The doctor will see you.
Taking a trip. Settle down.
I could have used his ult, but I knew I was gonna kill it pretty fast after that. It's kind of an average-ish clean, despite Nova being pretty decent, pretty good, not decent, pretty damn good. Yeah. All right.
Light it up! Bring it!
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
Get to work!
Eat Lolly, eat Papa!
Wrath from the sky! Full throttle!
No touching. For Rex Lapis.
Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath!
Light of the blazing
Well, I always knew I could brute force it. It just makes me a bit sick. I feel like I could have actually, if I did my cards right, I think I could have actually went through that instantly without having to sit there spinning. If I did some normal attacks or spun and then dashed, I wonder if I could have cleared it before he disappeared. It was the hardest one to clear though. Or if I well timed my burst, I could just one shot it all and then made him go down. But I chose not to wait. I just chose to see how fast my weaker could brute force it. And it's definitely the fastest at brute forcing his downtime, so I guess there is that. EM19.
Time to go. Bow your head.
Let my name echo in song! Kuba, get them!
A bitter pill to swallow. Be sanctified. Settle down.
Really?
Time to shine!
Mind the side effects. Seems like an Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Oh wow. I didn't think it would go down that fast.
You're toast!
A bitter pill to swallow. Settle.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come up!
Mind the side effect.
Uh-oh.
Remember, health comes first. Be sanctified. A bitter pill to swallow. Silence.
I wish I could have killed him before he died into the ground like that. That ended up making the clear take longer.
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Fulfill our path! Eat Lolly, eat Papa!
Wrath from the sky!
Access All hail!
Get to work! You two! Time to pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me!
No touching!
Show no mercy!
That's it. Not that I expected to actually struggle in this abyss because of the characters I have, of course. But I wonder who I would have used to clear this abyss without this in mind. I probably would end up using like Navia, you know. Yeah, I would have probably still used Navia in the second half because like Navia's the only other team I'd like to fight against this boss with. But anyways, it's not like this stream would be particularly interesting without me actually trying something different. And maybe next Abyss I'll do that. I just chose to do this approach because I need to do this Abyss on my second account. So hurrying up is the forte. It smells something good. It's definitely doing something for me as well. My boy hasn't really eaten much today. And we having a whole event to do because it just finished yesterday. Please be good to your boy. Damn it. God damn it. Okay. Um, Might as well just not say be good to your boy, because it seems like your boy gonna get hoed every time I ask for it. I didn't do this yet. Damn. That was the birthday cake I got for my birthday when my birthday passed in game. Beautiful cake, by the way. Fontaine cake. So next birthday will probably be a Natlin cake, because if you pay attention to each cake that's happened, we got this cake from Lee, right? This cake is Inazuma themed. This cake is Denjo themed. This is when we went to Fontaine. We got this last year. Now we have a Fontaine themed one. So I guess next year will be like a Natlin themed one. Man, I need to stop. I keep thinking about, oh, I can't wait for next patch, and it is on the back of my mind every time I think about it. Anyway, it's time to do this event because this is gonna take a while. Got to talk to Xavier, and he's a guy we did an event like so many different events for. Heck, we first met this guy in a world quest in Inazuma. That was when we first met the guy, helping him with the film, and I didn't think we would end up seeing an NPC this renowned in the game. Just like many others that, are recognizable as like a character we see like appear very often. He's not superficially specifically good looking in terms of his design palette, but at least you could discern him between other NPCs. I just wish his face looked different, but at least his hat and his outfit is slightly different from the usual attire for Fontanians, so it's easy to depict him. Anyways, we meet again, my gallant adventure friend, my gallant film producer friend. Long time to see Xavier or Xavier. I keep forgetting it's Xavier since we now know he freaking voiced in like that last Fontaine event. I love that Story Quest event too with the film festival, which I believe with the Guns and Muskets. Muskets, I think of Musket and Roses Story Quest event. I think I recall them. I never fully forgotten it, but I always forget the name sometimes. I keep wanting to call it different. How have you been? We're in sync. The mark of friendship that has withstood the test of time, surely. But since I was a little fast, why don't we start with you? Sounds always working for the Adventure Guild with a little bit of saving the world on the side. You're talking about the Natlan thing, yeah? As composed as always, I see. Were it anyone else, I call him out for pulling my leg, but with you, I know it's all true. As for me, are the same as always. Raps shooting for one film and it's time to start prepping for the next. Recently, I've had this idea for an adventure plot. A group of people who start as strangers but are forced to travel together after an incident or accident to overcome a slew of trials and thrills. I haven't decided what sort of thrills exactly, but things will go well enough for them to grow into heroes. As for the ending, it's also undecided. Maybe our heroes shall go their separate ways or blaze a trail into the realm of sequels. Well, that's one way to put it. Got a few plot ideas beside that one. Frankly, I feel like I have a whole sea of them in my head that tips over every time I lie down at night, drowning me in inspiration. On one hand, I am sleep deprived. I feel that. On the other, I'll never run out of great ideas for as long as I live. Sounds like everything going smoothly. Well, not everything. There's always funding and sponsorships. Sometimes I'll run into generous sponsors with great taste or get opportunities like the Fontalia Film Festival. That was the event we did in Fontaine. I wonder if we'll end up getting a rerun of that event. I kind of hope we do, because I feel like every region should have like one event that gets rerun at least once, like how we had the summer event that reran once, but that was gone. That was for the Summertime Island Adventure. Still love that event to this day. Um, I guess Lanceroy is like the only thing that's been the most renowned every year. But it was nice to get like a second like event from Mondstadt with their festival, which rest assured it sucks to know that I forgot the name of it. Great. I could go on my way to check it, but it's fine. Anyways, do you need any help? Thanks for your concern, but no, I'm in no dire need of special assistance. I'd avoid resorting to a friend's kindness to achieve my dream as much as possible. All I need from a friend is their kind regards and to keep in touch. I'll figure out some way to solve my financial problems. For instance, I'm helping out or helping my sponsors shoot some commercials. It doesn't pay very much, but it's a good source of stable income. Yes, ever since the film became popular, many merchants and organizations have developed a taste for this new innovative marketing method. They'll go to someone with a plan and have them help shoot the film. Rather than focusing on the narrative elements, a commercial needs to capture the audience's attention quickly, so they are faster paced, and we filmmakers need to be more creative with our methods. And the sponsors themselves are full of ideas, not all of them good. Some give contradictory suggestions, while others are befuddlingly unreasonable. Befuddlingly? I didn't expect to read that. Don't let anyone else hear a word of that, though. That sounds rough. It's alright, there's a price to be paid creating stories I truly want to. It's like eating seafood. I can't get it at that sweet meat within without cracking the shell, can you? Don't worry about me. Oh god. Also, if you thought of my previous examples were absurd, you should have seen the sponsor who insisted that I have my thriller film protagonist, a tough, no-nonsense guy, show up in the film's opening chugging a carton of their baby milk. What? More commercial shot on the side means fewer product placements in my films. Put that way, commercial shootings seem like much more pleasant option. Oh yes, now that I think about it, there's a little something I could use your help with. Interested? Well, it's been an age and a half since we last worked together. We shot tons of good films then. If memory serves, you you quite enjoyed the process too. Want to try and make a commercial together this time. They're quite different from the films, but they have charms all their own. Wait, so this is slightly different from the last one we did? It doesn't seem like that much different from what we did in the past, though. I shot all the material beforehand, so you won't have to run around filming new scenes. All you need to do is add a little creative spice to the editing. Post-production editing. You need a little bit of creative spice. You came to the right person, buddy. Great. In that case, come find me when you have the time. I'll do this. Side commercials are meant to be interesting. Let us follow our muses and go with the flow. Who knows? Things might turn out better than we think. Don't know why I felt like reading that, kind of like Xavier. So it's the same thing. It's just, you picture that we have to figure out how a story is created though. Writing the lines, the synopsis. You can earn rave reviews. Once you receive a rave review, you'll no longer be restricted by the script limitations, enabling you to decide a total number of assets you use and experiment freely. What? Each asset can be used a maximum of 3 times for the same script? Final Cut after editing. Final Cut you complete will set share to default. You can see Final Cut shared by your friends in the editing records. Rave review. Okay. Alright, let's do this. It's very simple. The same event we did in the past. And I kind of liked it because when you would play the scenario at the end, you create the film. You can get to look at the film, and sometimes there's character interaction in it. And I like to just see that. Only reason why I'm streaming this is because of that reason. Our friend working has officially begun. Our first commission comes from the Knights of Favonius. They want us to produce an advert for their alchemical potions. According to my outline, we should present the unsatisfactory results that arise from drinking ordinary potions to tell everyone that this everyday occurrence. Finally, should I read all of this? I feel like there's a better way to see this. So, yeah, it tells us what should go here, kind of. Showcase Sucro's concerns about the effectiveness of ordinary potion, but at Noelle's instance, she chooses them all the same. However, when fates are hilly chose, the potions prove unsatisfactory, failing to improve Noelle's terrible state and causing her to perform poorly. What? Well, Sucro's concerns. I don't know why Timaeus is in these shots, though. Definitely works. I don't understand the Timaeus one. That's the shit that's confusing me with this. I don't even know if this is perfect, but I feel like this is decent. Like this should be okay. Yeah, give me the best poster you got, and then yeah, I think this is good. But shots 5 and 7, Timaeus appears and explains this is quite a common situation just to be able to select their potions carefully. 5 to 7. Wait, what? Wait. Mm? Oh, I kind of get it now. So what I should do, that's not what I meant to do. Show this, and in the second one, this one, and then this one. I don't know if we should show this one, but I'm unsure. I feel like there's a purpose to showing these two later, and now that I know that shots 5 and 7, Timaeus explains, and then 8 through 11, this is where I put this, 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 this. Yeah. Yeah, I get it, 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 I get it. So then this part, boom. That's because this happened over in Monster right this second. That time it could be you. Unless you choose, right? Wait, it sounds like as if this should go here first, then this, then this. This is good enough. I feel like this is. The potion be okay. And don't worry, I'll be fine, I think. So today's studying, so tired. Does she supposed to have a voice in this? It makes me wonder if I should bring in English. Had game deja vu yet? This is because this is all happening over Mondstadt right this second. Next time it could be you. Unless you choose accept no compromise. Will this potion be okay? Give me the best potion you've got. Ready? I will leave no stone unturned. Yeah, that's definitely something she was saying. Get your mojo back today. Choose Favonian brand potion for peace of mind and results you can trust. Yes. Promotion. This feels just right. I think I did it right. This absolutely blew me away. Who'd have thought the final cut would turn out to be so entertaining? This is what real expertise looks like. Alright. Let's put this in Japanese and see if they actually speak. Can you see their mouths move in this? I want to actually see. Because it's a shame if I can't hear anybody speak. It kind of makes me a little sad. Even if I'm still going to read it at the end of the day. Might as well at least hear something. Which I'm down to do that. Maybe I could also redisplay the rave review, but I guess I'll do that later. Right, this is a ramen restaurant, so this is all about Shangling. Why am I not surprised? Cooking related. I don't think we had something like this in the last, the last of these events, or this event, because I think we've only had this event appear once. Ugh. Second mission come from Leewood's Ramen Restaurant. I might trouble you to edit this one to match the logic of the script. Yeah. So now that I know we actually have to use all of these, which I didn't know. Open with Goba greeting customers out front. Looks like this one. Followed by Chef Mao's sales pitch. Location mouth-watering, delicious dishes, and excellent service standards. Oh shit. here, here. So maybe the sales pitch is with her. Wait, I should probably do this, then this, then this. Focus on Shanghai's poetry to emphasize on restaurant budget-friendly prices. Maybe this? Open the same with Shailene part of the pitch, emphasizing the flavors that are diverse on the menu, wrap these up with endorsement from the crowd. So this last portion is definitely going to be... I'm actually unsure. Oh shit, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. This important. I think it is. I didn't see this. So I gotta collect an endorsement from the crowd. Obviously, that's the last one. Oh, global snacking often being caught by Shanling. This. Wait, then that means these are the last two, and then this is that? But then there's one that's just not being used. Huh? This is interesting. Um. Oh, because one is being used as a copy. Whoops. So this is probably where this comes in. I think this is good. Use one of everything. I think we're good. Just really have to flip in like that?
一流のおもてなしで気分も上々。
朝昼晩を食べるなら四股岩の万民堂
Why does shit not sound like
一
that?
日三食万民堂外食を日常に安くてうまいうまいのに安い
I can tell she read a
美味しいご飯を
script.
食べるなら四股岩の万民堂続々登場新料理きっと見つかるお気に入り仙人様も御用達ご飯の時間は万民堂あ、ウーパーまた盗み食いしたね
Hey. Oh, this is a rave review from Huto. I in need of as who should you call Tower's name stands proud and tall. Good food, fine wine, a bustling home. Perfect poem completes it all. Wonderful, marvelous, excellent indeed. Okay. Hate that I have to go back every time, but maybe I'll end up rechecking the Mondstadt one just to hear their voices. I'll view the rave review for that. I don't know. But yeah, very nice actually hearing the Japanese voices with that. That was another reason why I like this event. I forgot that they even have voices in it because, of course, we didn't have this problem where the English voices were missing in the game. It just sucks that we're probably gonna end up. It's possible we're gonna end up going another year event, but obviously, it might not be too long in the future. Maybe everything will be fixed when we go to the next region for when everything's situated. Since I've been keeping an eye on the whole. Oh, ooh, this Ito. Yeah, this is Ito. Genius Invocation TCG advertisement. I gotta see this. Wait. That commission is from Inazuma, the land where we first met. Looking back, if it wasn't for you in the Nation of Eternity, I'd never have fallen down the filmmaking rabbit hole. Thinking about it brings back so many memories. And we're advertising the new Genius Invocation TCG deck by focusing on joyful atmosphere with handful of friends get together. Open with Arataki Ito handing out an allowance to the members of the Arataki gang. Following by a scene of how to spend it. So first four might be the guys' reaction to the whole thing, possibly. Hmm. Which one is the right one though? Who ends up speaking first? Maybe it's this. Mm. There's like two different scenes where Ito's angry though. It confuses me. Alright, which was the champion again? I wonder if I should. It says followed by a scene of how to spend it though. But which one is right? This is very weird. I should check what happens after the first four. After listening to their thoughts, Haruto Ito appears somewhat displeased. Maybe. Mm. Yeah, this one looks actually a little challenging because like the facial expression I have to deal with is kind of weird. It's like I kind of have to guess because a lot of them could be weird. It says where they discuss how to spend it, so obviously it's probably gonna end up being one of these up here. So it's not that one. But which one goes first? Hmm. So I first see this. Here's your allowance. Maybe I should start with the guy in the middle or start with the guy to the right and then make my way across, which I could do this. Appears somewhat displeased by the rest of the game, but the rest of the game does not notice happily working out how to use the allowance. So maybe this, but it doesn't seem like it because, yeah, it's not those. He doesn't mention it yet. So maybe this? Hmm. Let me think. Hmm. Hmm. This one would confuse me because the description says Genius Invocation, a champion walks the road to victory. I'm just like, could that just be at the end? Cookie at the end, easy. Deliver the advertising slogans. So it's probably this one that goes here then. And then this one goes here. Maybe. I think that might be it. It's kind of weird because like try to show like his displeased like face twice confuses me, but it just said there's a scene where they discuss it, like the description says. Then the first few shots shows he's a little bit upset. The rest of the game did not notice when he says this. So, hmm. Yeah, he appeared displeased, and then the second part, Eicho's displeasure boils over, leaving everyone else feeling puzzled. Do you think? Do you think? Do you think this is in a wrong spot? It might be in the wrong spot. It said the last part leaving everyone puzzled, so it might be better to put 8 with this, and then 7 with this. That's the part that confuses me. I don't know. Like, that's the thing I don't like about this one. Is like the fact that Ita has like different facial expressions like this. It's just, I don't know what it's meant for. Maybe they're supposed to be used together. Maybe that they're back to back together, and then he says this and then that. Maybe that's what it is. You know, I'm gonna go with that. That makes so much sense to me. So then, oh crap. Whoops. This one. There we go. So then, he gets upset. Screaming, have you forgotten your allowances for? Then they're puzzled. Then he tells them it's for spending, and then they go and do that. Thanks, boss. And then he said the slogan, and then this. Yeah, I think this is it. Makes the most sense to me. Invoke the path
お
of
前ら
victory.
ほらよ小遣いだ俺欲しい娯楽小説あるんだよ俺は貯金かな俺串焼き三種
What?
なんだためのお年玉だ
What would the noises he just made there? What the hell?
買うのは七星召喚新カードだろうありがとうございます七星召喚勝者は常に人生の勝ち組だ
で、誰か私に勝てたやつはいるのか？
Wow, it just ends like that. Okay. Great review. Haha. Just what I expect from my dear friend. Exactly how I wanted to be shot. Be counting on you to film the next Beetle Brawl advert too. Sounds like a future advancement. Maybe we'll have another time that this event comes back and we end up doing a shot for like the Beetle Battle Tournament thing. That who knows might end up having another event for. I didn't mind that Inazuma had that type of thing because if there's an event that's going to continue getting a rerun or something, the Beetle Battle event's alright. It's just making it interesting that's the tough part. Because I could say if everyone, not everyone's interested in that Beetle Battle stuff. I did like the most recent installment of it using the garden. What's it, was it called the garden cutter? I forget the heck that thing was called. But we ended up just using a different like mechanized machine instead of an actual beetle, and I thought that was fun. That was a creation by um Shingyun. I keep forgetting I don't go here. Anyways, next public service announcement commission from the academia from Sumeru. Clients hopes to warn new students to be careful when choosing their future academic focus. It's not an attempt to get more students enrolled. It's Farazan at the front of it. Okay. You don't see her very often. And surprisingly enough, some of these eccentric characters I end up liking just because they feel different, unique because of that. So, yeah. this is this next commission is, how should I put it? It's a public service announcement, definitely not an advertisement for new students. Okay, so it's the same thing I mentioned. You mind trying to get distracted by a certain lead actor? Naturally, you can explore the creative direction as long as you manage to leave a lasting impression on the students who watch it. Another actor said to me, sometimes to cut is to create. So does that mean I don't end up using everything? But it looks like there's only going to be so much in this one. But I'm assuming we still have to use them all. Shots 1 through 3. Open the scene where Farzan is collecting her thoughts by her desk. Followed by a messenger arriving with letters from students. And Farzan eagerly receiving the letters. First two letters, Farzan please politely decline her mentorship proposals. So, I assume we're starting with this. Feeling dejected by the repeated mention of the word focus in the letters, she opens the reply from Kale. So, 4 through 7. This. I assume this. Then she opens the reply from Kale. I'm sure she's gonna end up being with Madame Farzan for whatever future she has with the academia. She reflects, and it's a good thing. How the fuck is that? Do you think the irritation leaves a lasting impression? Then what is this one? Hmm? Maybe, maybe it's. Hmm? Hmm. Maybe. Hold on. Who's an appetite? Everyone carefully weigh their options, choosing focus, they won't end up feeling regret. What the fuck? I didn't even have to read the whole thing to know that this man just made a joke in that. Really? Don't place all your yolks in the same punnet? Broaden your horizons today and find a new locus for your focus. It makes me want to check this in English because I know, I know his voice actor's in here. So it'd be funny to hear him read that in English, but let me think. It makes me wonder if these two are not in the right spot. Kind of bugging me. Or do you think... It's shots 4 through 7, though. So I wanted to show that, but when they say farther initial irritation turns into acceptance, I think this part would be better here. And maybe this and this needs to swap. So maybe I will do this. And then... maybe... Actually, maybe this. This is what I was talking about. Maybe this, yeah, it might make sense actually. And then we do Kale here. But so far, so good, right? And then we get here. Initial irritation gradually turns into acceptance. Yeah, I think this is good. It's funny that I can catch myself on that. I guess it just kind of shows the expertise of me editing.
ファルザン先生、学生さんからお手紙です。
ほう、授業の申し込みか？ちょっと見せてみるがよい。
Is the
ファル
invitation
ザン
not
先
present?
輩、お
Oh.
声掛けありがとうございました。じっくり検討しましたが、やはり妙論派の道を選ぶことにしました。
古代ギミックの文献解読についても興味はあるのですが、現在取り組んでいる知論派の研究がまだ道半ばで。
ああ。ごめんなさい、ファルザン先輩。私、まだ師匠と勉強したくて。はあ。どいつもこいつも自分なりの道があるようじゃな。
I wonder if I did something wrong. I feel like I did. I don't know why.
己の道があるのはいいことじゃ。
人生の道はまさに未知。くれぐれも悔いのない選択を。
What the fuck? Well, I still got a rave review, so it probably was right. Nah, maybe it was right. No. I'm gonna believe myself for that. There's been an increase in the number of students coming to see me. Were the academics telling the truth, or is this really an advert to attract students, or is it all down to editing? Well, it's nice to hear from you, Farzan. If I got a rave review, then it was probably right. I'm too curious. I might go back to that after we finish this last one, just to like. I need to hear what Sino sounded like at the end. I need to know. For now, let's do this. Okay. Tabletop troop for Fontaine. Is this the tabletop troop for the game mode that Claren introduced us to in her story quest? This one was fun though. It was a fun story quest to be honest. So I wonder if Claren's gonna be in it for the tabletop troop. Even though I'm pretty sure it'll probably call something else and I forgot to be honest, but still reminds me of that. It's time for our final commission. This one's simple recruitment advert for the tabletop troop. Client wants to attract attention of hobbyists to their club by showcasing exciting, well-run tabletop adventure. That said, the cast seems a bit overqualified for hobby club recruitment. Add a champion duelist. The president of the Spina di Rosula, a world-famous magical duo, and even Lady Frina herself. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see her. That's all I need to see. Okay, seeing around the members of the tabletop troupe taking part, guided by their game master. Hmm. I see. So maybe this, or maybe that's the last scene. I guess I would need to see the rest of it before I do that. Okay, it is that. Okay, no. Then is it this? Or maybe it's that. Wait. No, they recite the. No, they definitely recite the slogans. So, like, it makes me wonder which one it is. Okay. Encounter a merchant, a stern shield crab blocking their path. A merchant? This looks so funny. What is that? Um, encounter a merchant. Is there any way to encounter him? Oh, yeah. There we go. Hmm. Wait, then what's the point of this scene? I'm so conflicted. Cause this for 1 through 6. Cause it's just Navia saying, "Can I use persuasion on it?" You convince her to show the way, but suddenly a vicious turn shield appears to block your path. Hmm. It makes me wonder when this appears then, but I guess I could always look past 6. Farina questions the idea of persuasion being can used on plans. Navia responds showing that she goes to roll 20. So Farina said you can't use it on the plans. Then this, then this. Ah, so it is for this. So they're both together then, for 10 and 11. Alright, this makes this a bit easier to figure out what I want to do for the next few ones. So, surely I can just do this, and then I can go here. Makes sense. Oh wait, I should have noticed that in Farina's one. You can see Farina appear in front of Navia here. Yeah, that definitely is where this one goes. So, what leads to this? Find a tip from the stone shield crab. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Yeah, everything here definitely makes sense. This beginning part confuses me though. I'm just like, okay. Your search for legendary treasure leads you to a mysterious merchant. She seems guarded. Question could be tough. It makes me think that this one goes first. That's what I think. My brain is telling me that that's what I think. That makes the most sense to me, anyways. I might just do that instead. And do that at the beginning. Because she asks the question, then she seems to add to that. The thing that confuses me is like, how did the story actually go? I guess we'll find out.
説得してもいい？伝説の宝物を見つけるべく歩みを進めていたあなたたちは緊張した面持ちの商人を見つけた。
Oh.
彼女は何かを警戒しているようだ。
Oh, maybe that one should have been
説得
first.
してもいい？
商人はあなたたちを旅の道へと導いた。しかし、とある恐ろしい剣順重工ヤドカニが
Yeah, I think I messed up. I think I messed up.
剣順重工ヤドカニから得た手がかりを用い、あなたたちはついに宝物を見つけた。
Yeah, that's weird.
霊気
That
を
one
身にまとった
confused me.
弓当主がその上に鎮座していた。
説得してもいい？
ちょっと待った。いくらなんでも植物相手に説得は無理がないかい？
大丈夫よ。今回は植物対話のスキルを持ってるから。あ、ちなみに判定カードは20ね。
いいだろう。弾いた給湯樹は地面に潜り込み、
The rest of it definitely feels
あなたたちの宝物を
natural.
差し出した。
自由な冒険、楽しさ無限大。
ようこそテーブルトークシアターの世界へ。
Seeing that do that pose is kind of weird. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. I was right. So when I had swapped it, I feel like that was a mistake, and then the crab one felt wrong too. How weird. So the beginning part that I had it on was what it should have been on. Makes a lot of sense, but now I want to see the flow of it again. So I try to alleged to Miss Nervous Merchant. Then she asked, "Can you persuade it?" Now this one is where this goes, and this is where this goes. Now we're good.
伝説の宝物を見つけるべく歩みを進めていたあなたたちは緊張した面持ちの商人を見つけた。彼女は何かを警戒しているようだ。
This feels the
説
most
得して
natural.
もいい？
商人はあなたたちを
See?
旅の道へと導いた。
Navia asks, "Can I use persuasion?"
とあ
on
る
that?
恐ろしい剣順重工ヤドカニがあなたたちの目の前に立ちはだかった。
説得してもいい？
剣順重工ヤドカニ
That's
か
just
ら
so
得た手
funny
がかり
seeing
を
that.
用い、
I love
あ
that.
な
It's
た
so
たちはつ
funny.
いに宝物を見つけた。しかし、霊気を身にまとった給湯樹がその上に鎮座してい
So
た。
the whole thing is just Navia asking to
説得
persuade
して
it.
もいい？
ちょっと待った。いくらなんでも植物相手に説得は無理がないかい？
大丈夫よ。今回は植物対話のスキルを持ってるから。あ、ちなみに判定カードは20ね。
いいだろう。弾いた給湯樹は地面に潜り込み、あなたたちに宝物を差し出した。
自由な冒険、楽しさ無限大。
ようこそテーブルトークシアターの世界へ。
It's really funny seeing that voice like that. Ray's review, not bad. Both narrative and execution were beyond fault. Even I struggled to find anything to criticize. Well, at least it was free, no? Yeah. You know, it is something I want to actually look back at the footage for. I could check it again, though. A part of me kind of wants to check it again. But what's the point in doing that? There is another one I want to go back to just because I want to hear what the Japanese voice sounds like, and that was like the very first one. And I want to change it to English because I want to know. I just want to know how Saito's voice I just said that final part. But just in case, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I didn't take a screenshot of it. I just
伝
wanted to
説の
get
宝物を見つけるべく
Navia
歩みを
pointing
進
at the
めてい
crab.
たあなたたちは
Or no,
緊
pointing at
張
the
した面
merchant.
持ちの
Never
商
mind.
人を見つ
Pointing
け
at
た。
the merchant.
彼女は何かを警戒しているようだ。
説得してもいい？
商人はあなたたちを旅の道へと導いた。
Yeah, it's really funny.
しかし、
I can't
とあ
skip
る恐ろ
it.
しい
Damn.
剣順重工ヤドカニが
Well,
あなたたちの目の前に
I
立ち
guess
は
we're
だ
just
かっ
gonna watch it all the way through again. I guess it is what it
説
is.
得してもいい？
た。剣順重工ヤドカニから得た手がかりを用い、
Ah,
あなたたちはついに宝物を見つけた。 しかし霊気を身にまとった給湯樹が
I'm
その上に
getting
鎮座していた。
added on
説
YouTube.
得して
Nothing.
もいい？
ちょっと待った。いくらなんでも植物相手に説得は無理がないかい？
大丈夫よ。今回は植物対話のスキルを持ってるから。
I thought I
ちなみ
could
に
skip it, but I
判定
remember
カードの
that.
20ね。
So that's why I ended up saving the clone. But I still wanted to do that.
恥じった給湯樹は地面に潜り込み、
I do really like
あ
this
なた
though.
たちに宝物を差し出した。
自由な冒険、楽しさ無限大。
ようこそテーブルトークシアターの世界へ。
It's funny how I guess I should have expected that Lynette's voice would sound like that in Japanese though. Not really surprising. Type of character that we usually have like low energy or next to no emotion having that type of voice, but you know, it's still appropriate. Kai adventure friend. Call me the great editor, good sir. I'm glad you didn't find editing boring or the filming boring. Some self-reflexive would have been in order otherwise. Spending our precious time together on something dull. I only enjoyed it just because I should have known it was gonna be voiced. Thank God I decided to do this today. But I think I would have still done it anyways. I wasn't planning to do it today. It was only because of the Abyss that I even decided to do a Genshin stream today. Hey down, the world walker like yourself is no less challenging for pulling stars out of the sky, or than pulling stars out of the sky. Sometimes, like now, I could bump into you in a cafe, but other times I could ask everyone about your whereabouts and still come up empty-handed. Good news is that I'm sure to hear a new thrilling tale of your travels every time we meet, so our encounters are never boring. But the bad, well, we can never know if any given meeting might be our last. Okay, I don't need you talking like that. Alright? I'm not I'm not that incorrigible. Haha, alright, whatever you say, any more grossing and I'll turn into one of those empty nesters you see in the public service announcements. Well, don't work with these commercials after this. It's nose to the grindstone. Start to work on the next film. Keep chasing our dreams even as we go our separate ways, eh? Alright. But still, let's have a meal somewhere together. Should you have the time? If you prefer not to nine in Fontaine, that's fine too. Good Hunter, Woman Restaurant, Lembad's Tavern, and the like. Good Hunter, Mondstadt, Woman Restaurant, Leeway, and Lembad's Tavern. I'm pretty sure that's Sumeru. And if you want to go picnicking or big game hunting, I'll find a way to keep up somehow. Anyway, please keep in touch. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I was like, what? I want to redo this one just to hear it, and then I'm gonna switch to English and do like the Sumeru one, and then we're gonna end it after that. Even though I know most of it's probably not gonna be voiced, well, Farzan, probably. The NPCs will probably be voiced, and of course I know Sano's voice actor is voiced in English, cause he never changed even after everyone else's voice disappeared in English, so he never changed. I just want to hear this in Japanese.
そんなポーションで大丈夫？問題ありません。多分。昨日は夜遅くまで復習していたので ちゃんと休めていなかったみたいです。
よくあることだ。こういうことはモンド中で起きている。君の身にも起こりうるかもしれないね。だが君が人生最大の決断をするなら話は別だ。
そんなポーションで大丈夫？一番いいポー
This
ション
feels
をお
like an
願いします。
advertisement for the potion event we had in the past, because that potion looks like something we created during that potion
全部
event
きれいにお掃除しますよ。
last year, or was it the year before that? I think it was the year before
よ
that,
うにさよ
actually.
ならして本来の自分を取
Looking
り戻
back
そ
at
う。
it,
セピロス騎士団の
during
専売特
Samira's
許、
time.
安全安心の錬金ポーション。
Actually, no, it was last year, wasn't it? Nah, it was last year. We had the poster event. It was during Fontaine's time. I forgot that. This event's alright. It's like very short and sweet to the point. You know, that good extra poke. And next week is probably gonna be like a Leyline event thing, or will it be talent books? I'm hoping it's talent books so I could farm that. And then next patch we're gonna have double artifact drops for the first time ever. Cannot wait for that. But doing it the last week of the patch is so lame. Just let us have it for the entire patch that they announced such a thing. Just because I don't know, it just feels beneficial to have that in the game. It won't really kill anybody if it was actually more beneficial, but it's just something to mention. I actually missed that song. What the heck? Wow. That's a song I don't think I ever downloaded. And I don't hear that song very often, actually. What a beautiful song. The last thing I want to do, then I'm going to end it. I have to do this event on my second account. But I'll do that after I eat. So surely I don't that far as has her voice.
Madame Farazan, letters from the students.
Thank you for your invitation, Madame Farazan. I've given this a lot of thought, and in the end, I think I'm gonna focus on Kasharawar.
Oh, it doesn't
Sorry, Madame
mention
Farazan.
prospective
While I'm
letter
very
writer,
interested in
but I guess
mechanisms
this
and
is
ancient texts,
added
I'm
to that.
stretched thin as it is. I need to focus on my other classes.
Focus on. Oh, Kali doesn't have a voice, right? I forgot that part. Shit. I know she doesn't have a voice yet. So everyone's focused on themselves these days. Alright, sign out. Damn, why is this one so delayed? I didn't realize it took that long. Anyways. Good to have focus. Alright, Sino, take it away.
Hey folks, don't place all your yolks in the same punnet. Broaden your horizons today and find a new locus for your focus.
Bruh. Bruh. uh, it's so simple, but yet so Sino. Well, with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, moving forward, of course, I wasn't expecting to do a stream today. Okay, we're gonna do a stream next week, following Monday, not tomorrow, Monday. Next following week on Monday, since I always stream the day before the patch goes live, just to be like, oh yeah, another reset stream, because you never know when the next one or the last time I even get to do that before Inevitably, this playthrough hits a big halt for me. Not because of who I pull for and the lack of desire to pull, but I mean, in actuality, there's not a lot of characters I straight up just want to pull for. There's hardly an incentive to, despite imagining theater. Right now, my only incentive is cryo characters and electro characters. Because they're characters where I lack something I want and lack something I need. Electro lack is something I want, which is an on-field DPS. So Veressa is a character I'm interested in going for. The thing is that unless I have the best case scenario, I'm probably never going to pull her right now, and I might not do it in the future either. As for what I plan to do at the minimum, I don't know. But I will say this, she probably will be a character I pull in the future, because I think her playstyle is fun. Even if people dislike plunge, I'm not opposed to it. That's why it sucks that I want Shengyun, but I don't know if I can pull her. It all depends on the drip marketing, bro. We will be back to that when I talk about this in the community tab on my YouTube channel when the announcement for said characters for next following patch will be. My theory suggests that it's going to most likely be something IFA related since IFA making a random appearance next patch in a story quest event no less. So Aoife's going to appear, and then the only thing left to really unveil from that is that you know the rest of the characters that are left from the lineup, the roadmap of characters that they announced, and there's only three characters left. One of them people are thinking it's a Mondstadt character, still don't know, but there's a good chance it's not that one. There's Skirk, which it's either next patch or 5.7. I expect it's probably gonna be 5.7 for Skirk, but I wouldn't be surprised they do it sooner because I still have a feeling Dainsleif is gonna get a quest soon, or around that time. So that's why I think there's a good chance Skirk might get drip marketed like right after the patch goes live, and it's kind of crazy to think about, but it's very possible. They might also just delay Skirk to 5.7. I doubt she's gonna be 5.8. I can't imagine that. But maybe I can imagine that. Maybe, but not quite probably gonna come out before 5.8 because that's usually summer event. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. There's a good chance not quite probably 5.7. This is why I say there's a good chance Skirk might be 5.7 instead. But I want to assume that because there is another character that I thought might be a Fontanian that is not, shown yet in the roadmaps. Now that we have the cowgirl from the Collective of Plenty, I can guarantee you that the other character is probably Fontanian. So 5.6 might be just going back to Fontaine for like a story quest event there. And the character might be what the character is because, like, I assume that she's a chef because it shows like a knife in the silhouette and possibly a hat. I don't know about the devil looking tail, but I look forward to what that design's going to be. Look forward to the possibility of what we're about to see. Anyways, enough yep. Yeah. I guess I'll stream next following week, but it would have been nice if this stream was on a Monday. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, I guess I should show this real quick. It don't really matter now, but like we're getting up there in wishes thanks to the event stuff. So I mean, we're in a good spot. 107 here, and then another 16 here. That is 123. Right now, 123 polls. That's more than I thought I was gonna have. Yeah, 123 polls. 123 polls. So if I'm able to even save next patch, that would be nice, but I am gonna still go through polls, so it doesn't really matter. Looking at these extra 16, I'm probably gonna save that extra 16 and just run through my Primo Gems instead. But I can't help but think that because, if Skirk is not drip marketed, I'm probably gonna use most of my pulls, if not all of them, depending on how the pull session goes, knowing that we're 22 pity on the banner. Very possible we get a 5-star with the next 60 I use, unless for some reason I have to go past 82 pity for a third time, which at this point that omen might just be struck as something interesting, but we're like past halfway through the month too, so next patch we're gonna end up getting another 10 wishes for the intertwined fates, so did that. The thing that worries me now is what's gonna go on here. This right here. The Wanderlust invocation. I don't know how I want to do this. I might just I don't know. Gosh, man. Do I dedicate a stream to it or do I just say fuck it and just end up pulling on this banner when I decide to do it like a day after the pull session for something else? I might just do that. That would be so whack to do that because I want to do this like right when the patch goes up. I want to do everything else, but I'm unsure. When the stream goes live, I'm probably just gonna explore the Collective Plenty region, and then the next stream we'll do the world quest. So when we do the world quest, I'll probably end up just wishing on this banner. I don't want to focus the world quest right away. I just want to like chill out and just explore. Because of this puts me in a predicament. Because I mean, I talked about this in the last stream too. I recorded playthrough. I kind of neglected a bit due to how strenuating the next editing I have to do is gonna be. And I still haven't started on it yet. I'm hoping to come back to this in the future soon and be like, yeah, I finally did it. But at what price and what cost? I really hope I can get it by Tuesday. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to upload on Monday. So just letting you know. Yeah. That I'll catch you just before patch 5.5. See you later.